Hello everybody, Nathan Hall here. The keystones are coming up for science, so we're going to do a quick science review. 3 letters, DNA, RNA, deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic oxy acid. Don't worry, I'll give you a hard time on that. So, quick review. Here's some things from science that probably came up. Were you ever a single cell? Yep, you started that way. How do cells reproduce? Well, that's the whole process of that. What's the difference between mitosis and meiosis? And the big thing we're going to look at today, difference between DNA and RNA. A few words that came up before. We did some in our biology classes. We did this in some past activities. You probably saw this in your other one. So heredity. So I got the same hair color as your parents. Trait, your hair color. Genetics, the science that proves that. Gene, piece of genetic material shows that. Allele, something that has part of the information on it. And so on. So you inherit the traits and you acquire them. You get them without working for it. Like your ability to walk, kind of acquired. So we're going to look at how genetics works at cellular level here. A little reading on that. So DNA, it's an incredible molecule. It has all the information. It's like the instruction book for you. It shows how tall you're going to be, when you're going to stop growing. What color your hairs will be, how many arms you have, how many feet you have. And I'll be honest, about 50% of your DNA you have the same as a banana. Just being a living thing takes a lot of DNA. So it stores the information, that's all it does. So books don't really have those, so it's like a library. It doesn't actually do things, but you need the information to do them. If you ever use a how-to book or a walkthrough, that's how DNA works. So, what are they made of? Proteins and amino acids. Proteins, big molecules that make them up. These are things inside your body. They're inside your food too. At least they should be if you're eating well. So these all come together to form the right sequence to make the amino acids, make the right proteins. And the result, that's the code for you. That's the parts list for you right there. It would kind of look like this scientifically. It's like a ladder and a rung, part you put your hand on or your foot on. So, 2 sides. Each side has 23 chromosomes. How many total? Bit of math. Why does each cell have enough information to make a new you? Even your hair cells? So the sequence changes. This is where we get real scientific. We'll go through this in live class. Be sure everyone's okay with it. So a big thing to know, when a cell divides, you get 2 new cells. Replica, it's a copy of something. Did I put that as a vocabulary word? Yeah, replication is. Okay, so that's good enough. So templates, each DNA strand, it's a template. Makes a copy of the other ones. Complementary. A complete product. It makes something nice and complete. So if you've ever made like a plaster model of your hand, put your hand in cement, you made a template of your hand. Kind of neat, huh? So we'll talk about these in a live class. So some activities below on these. Any questions, come along. And then here's the difference. This 2 strands in the nucleus, like the egg of each one, can be damaged by radiation. That's how we get cancers and other things. And it usually fixes itself. This is found outside it. So remember, nucleus, break an egg open. The nucleus is like the yellow part, the yolk. Cytoplasm's all the white stuff. So they transfer the DNA, more resistant to damage, and can be made. So, one here, this would be a good question later up. Would you want to be a geneticist, a genetic scientist, and do this for a living? Why or why not? Just let me know. Any questions, come to the live class. And that's it for now. I will see you later. Goodbye.